That's right, guys. We got a new boat and I'm super excited to unbox this boat and take it on the water and test it out. I've been waiting for this boat for a long time. We finally have it right here on the Aliex Kayak flipping show or garage, whatever you want to call it. And first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna unbox it, we're gonna set it up, and I'm gonna show you everything there is to know about this boat right now. We're gonna use my fillet knife to unbox this boat. Danko knife, highly recommend. I'm gonna put a link below. Amazon link, affiliate link. When you buy it through them, we get a little bit of commission that helps to make these videos. Let's start with this 7-inch fillet knife. Why not? Oh my god, look at this. I gotta be careful with this pointer thing. Good thing I'm the only one here today. No one is here. Let's go over here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Damn. Alright. No worries, we're gonna clean all this thing up nicely. Man, nothing better than using a fillet knife, but just be careful with it. This thing is sharp. Serious. I'm gonna go through here. Look at this. What? Isn't this thing? It's looking amazing. I love the blue. You know what? It is looking amazing because it's blue, and blue is my favorite color for kayaks. And you have that two-tone blue and white, looking pretty amazing right now. And I love the flat area here. I'm gonna take the camera pretty soon. I'm gonna give you a close-up walkthrough of all the parts, everything that this boat have to offer. Let me bring this down here. Now, before we continue, a lot of people hate on Pelican because of this. Dude, this is probably the strongest built kayak there is. Why? Because right here where these two seam meet, that's the strongest part, because it's like you melt two pieces together and it becomes super strong. Now, the amazing thing with this type of technology to build kayaks is that you could put foam in places where normally with a rotor molded kayak you won't be able to. So that's why this thing is tough everywhere pretty much, because they put foam on it. A lot of people hate on this type of kayaks for no reason at all. They don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm here to tell you that this thing is strong. Let's talk about the seat. Look at this seat right here. Cool stuff. Has a pocket right here in the rear. Actually, two pockets. So you could put a little tackle tray or maybe some sort of pliers or whatever you need to. And this match, look, you can see that this is not their premium seating, but this thing is, it's not gonna get super, it's not gonna get wet. Like, it's not gonna stay wet. It's gonna get wet, but it's not gonna stay wet, and you're gonna be able to drain it quickly, and your butt is not gonna be wet. It smells good. Of course, we got the drive here. This is the Pelican HYDRYVE 2. Now, this drive is way stronger than the original one. Of course, you're always gonna have problems with anything. Hobie drive brake, old fin style drive. If you hit rocks, if you hit something, they're gonna break. But this one is a newer version. We're gonna test it out. Now right here, we got the rear of the boat. And we got some sort of protection here. Let's check it out. Good. Look at the rudder system. We're gonna, oh, look, the cabling, everything is here. Now we're gonna go ahead and set this up right now. The beauty with this thing, and I'm gonna try to do this without looking at the instructions, is that this right here is your, look at this, steering control. The amazing thing with this is that you can put it on your left or right, and you see the channels here. Alright, oh look, and you could easily remove it. Oh my god, this is cool. This is actually pretty cool. Let's go right here in the middle, the channel. Go one, and then the second one should be able to do it. There you go. And then just hold it there. Now I think it's meant to go forward. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this right here. Oops, that was easy. And it will go back here just like that. Sure us all the way down. And just bolt it down right here. Not easy. Now, the awesome thing here is these. this is one of the easiest ways to put a rudder attachment. And all you have to do is, this will go through here. Oh, I need more tools. Need to find tool for that. And remember, you just drill slowly. That should do it. And then I'm gonna put this through. You gotta give it enough clearance so the cabling goes through. One. And right here the same thing on the other side. Boom. And then it's gonna go through. I think I'm good there where I am, and you want that to be pointing straight. Right now, go ahead and pull this. Okay, so now that we have it, let's go and tie this up nicely all the way. Let's go ahead and bring the rudder down and give it a try. Let's go. I don't see a way of bringing that rudder down unless you have it down. Like before you get on the water, just bring it down yourself. There's not a way to bring it down from the sitting position. But let's take a look and see if we can turn. Oh yeah, we can turn. Sweet. Alright guys, let's assemble this boat so I could give you a proper walkthrough. This is the Drive HD2. It just goes in there like that. Make sure it goes all the way down and lash it down. Now, I would highly recommend putting a string or something so in case you flip and that fall off, you don't lose it. You could just attach it to one of these pad eyes right here. Now, we got the seat. Let's put the seat in here. Look at this. It's gonna go right here. And it's in. And I think there's something to hold it. Yeah, there's this little thing right here. Look at this. This thing is looking amazing now. But I think we're missing something. We're missing something. Look, it is not a fishing machine without some rod holder or something. So let's go ahead and get a rod holder, put it in there, put a rod, and give you a full walkthrough of this boat. But before we do that, I want to mention something. Look at that. Make sure you don't hit anything with that drive. Make sure you read all the instructions right here to be safe on the water and not break your fancy new drive, because this thing breaks. They break not because they're bad, it's because they break. Everything breaks, and if you hit something, it's gonna break. But guess what? Pelican is giving you a spare rods. That's huge. This is actually huge. If one of those breaks, all you have to do is take it out and put a new one in. Since we don't have rod holders on this boat because it's not a fishing boat, we got solutions. Road blasters to the rescue. We're gonna go ahead and put some of these accessories here. It's easy. They're easy to put in. I think I may want to put this one on the other side. Maybe I want to put a camera or something. I'm gonna put this one here. Here. And now the amazing thing with this two pro holder is that it could go all the way up, or it could go to the side. It could go anywhere. So right now I could just put it there, and then I could move it back or move it up. All that stuff. I need to see how I'm gonna handle this. I'm probably gonna take two rods anyways. One is gonna be on the rod holder, the other one is gonna be my hand, because we have hands-free fishing. Alright guys, who's ready for a walkthrough of this crazy, amazing looking little boat? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Look, it's sort of like a paddleboard meets a kayak. That's my opinion. And it comes with a drive. Hands-free fishing if you want to, or if you want to just take a little dog with you, put it right here in the front. You have space. It's flat. You can put a cooler. You can put a bunch of stuff there. This right here, this, it came like that. Okay, we're gonna fix. Oh, actually, it's already fixed. Boom. With shipping and stuff like that, things like this is gonna happen, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I see a lot of people posting online, oh look, it has a scratch, I hope they could make it better for me. Like, come on dude, come on. A little scratch, you take it out one time, it's gonna look worse. But look at this. This is the standard Pelican dry well. It's pretty much on all other kayaks, the Catch series. It comes with this little drive right here. And the great thing about this is that you could even put a Bisbee in here, believe it or not. These drives, they're really rigid when they come out of the factory, but you could adjust them. Check the Pelican video that is gonna tell you exactly how to adjust them. Another thing I like about this drive is, look at this. If you have boots, you could just flip it around and use it like this if you have boots, or if you want to just use it with a padding, you could do so. This one, I think it needs a little bit of glue. I'm gonna look into that later because it needs a little glue. Anyways, okay, let's move on. You see right here the name, and right here in the front you can see that you have 2 pot eyes. You could put a bungee cable right here and maybe put a paddle underneath the bungee cable, and it's gonna hold it down. That's huge. And also look at this indentation right here. Even though this is not a fishing boat per se, I think they did it with that in mind, because look at that. It sort of holds it right here. And again, if you have a bungee cable, just put it over and it's gonna hold your rod, or just get one of rod holders like I did here. We're gonna take this on the water tomorrow and we're gonna see exactly how it performs, and we're gonna give you, of course, we're gonna give you a final review at the end when we finish with everything. Here's the seating. I haven't sat on the seat yet, but look at that. Look at the seat. Nice seat, because it looks nice and it feels good and it smells good too. So awesome. Now look at this beauty right here. This thing turns on a dime, and the amazing thing here is that you could put it on your left or you could take it on the right. Now if this camera focus, you can see that I have this one already occupied, but if I want to change it, I could. It's easy. It's easy to do. And the seat is held down by that bungee cable right there, so if something happens, it should be good. Now I don't see any movement here, so that's huge. Pretty cool stuff. I really like this handles, giant handles in the middle, because you could put lines through it to hold it when you put it on your fancy truck. Pay off truck, by the way. Finally pay that off, thanks God. And and you could hold it down, and also it's dual purpose, a handle, and also serves as a gear track, and you could put rod holders, camera mount, all that stuff. Pelican premium plastic. Oh, look at this. This is a nice bungee cable right here. You can put a nice cooler right on the back, and it should not interfere with the rudder lines, because you see it's very deep right here. Whatever you put in here should not interfere with that. And of course you got the rudder, and look at this underneath. Wow, can't wait to take this on the water and give it a proper test. Of course you got this fancy drain plug right here, the logo Pelican Premium. Nice. Underneath, how it looks, look at that. Look at the bottom. I hope this camera is focusing, but that's how it looks on the bottom of the boat. Let me see if it's focusing. Oh yeah, it is. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, sweet. It's a very simple boat, very smartly designed, I may add. The rudder, when you're transporting it, just have it right here on top, hold it down. When you're on the water, bring it down, boom, and it's there. And if you're gonna hit something, you're just gonna kick out and then go down again, so wouldn't worry about that at all. Let's talk about specs, because people love to talk about specs. This boat holds 300 pounds. 300 pounds? I mean, I'm like, what, I don't know, 200? So it's not designed for a heavy person. 300 pounds, it's not a lot, but hey, you can make it work. This boat is 10 feet long by 5 inches. That's why they round it up. That's why they say it is a 110, even though it's really 10 and a half. It's not 11. So, but the best part of this boat is that it only weighs 59 pounds. And you could also see that the boat is 33 inches wide and it's 10 and a half feet long, 59 pounds. And I wonder if I'm gonna be able to stand up and fish out of this. No sir, no flipping test. This water is cold as blue hell. But you know what guys? I know all of you wanting to see this, right? First time on the Pelican Getaway right here, and this thing is cuckoo crazy. I want to put a little bit of speed here. See, I'm like moving a little fast. See all the water splashing. This is not a dry ride. You're gonna get wet using this boat for sure, but it's not designed to fish. It's designed to have fun, and but we're using it for fishing, because that's what we do here. It is not a fishing day if I don't cut myself with something. Damn. The culprit right here. This thing is sharp. That's a perfect setup right there. I'm gonna put it on this big caster. It feels like bite, but it could just be a bite. Cuda, guys, and this one may be the size we need. Gotta measure it though. Look at this predicament, not enough line to let me do anything. Okay, first Cuda out of, luckily Mystery Tackle Box has a ruler. I think they have to be, we're gonna check the rats, but I think this is legal. I think they have to be 15. This is, actually 15. This is actually 15. Look at that, 15. Let's put it on the water. If we lose it, great. If not, great too. It's I probably lost it already. Yeah, it's gone. Oh. Oh, I felt the bite. I felt it going for it. This is a jack. And a blue runner. We're gonna eat blue runner. Looks like we're gonna eat blue runner, guys. They say this is good if you treat it well. Don't worry about my setup right here. We're just making this happen today. Okay, let's get on it, guys. Let's get on it. How am I gonna paddle like this? Bring the camera inside and then go. Oops. There you go. It's back now. So I have more clearance to paddle. Why am I paddling? Because I don't want to go through the grass. Although we're gonna do the grass test, so don't worry about that. We're definitely gonna do the grass test. We're gonna do all the tests. Hey guys, we're right here on my favorite place to test kayaks because this is amazing. Look at this. This place is beautiful. It's a little windy, so I don't know how good the audio is, but let me just plug in the reason why you should buy this boat, which is this, the Drive. Oh my god, look at how much open space you got in front of you. Like seriously, you could even put a giant cooler over there. Of course, I did not bring my fish finder to measure the speed, so we're gonna have to use the iPhone, which is the worst thing ever made. Humans, like seriously, iPhones, I think iPhones were made just to hate on me. But anyways, more on that later. But whatever, it is what it is. I lower the rudder, as you saw me. This thing, the amazing thing with the rudder is that you could have it down, and if you hit something, it would just like kick out. It's not gonna break because it's sort of like kick out. And that's it. It's easy. You just bring it down, it's ready to go. And this thing here, you could have it on your left or on your right. I had it on my right before. Bad idea. I'm righty. Maybe if you're lefty, maybe you want to have it on your right hand, so you got your dominant hand to do whatever you need to. But I was fishing with it yesterday or the other day, and I had it, the rudder control on my right hand. Not gonna do that again. Did not enjoy it, not at all. Let's get this party started. And what better way to get the party started than a sharp turn? You saw how sharp this thing turned? Like seriously? Like I'm gonna try to turn right here. Look, right there. You see what I'm doing here? I don't have a lot of clearance here. Let's see what's up. I'm gonna try to turn, not hitting one grass. No way. No way. No way. What? No freaking way I did it. Look at that. I turn around that lily pad right there. What? Crazy stuff. I guess we're gonna start with the grass test. We're in the middle lily pads, and I'm gonna see if I'm able to move through it. Look at this. I'm going through the lily pads. What? Crazy stuff. I'm still going. So that's cool. I was able to go through the lily pads, no problem. This is what we're gonna do. We are gonna turn here, on a sharp turn, and we're gonna head that way at low speeds to see how fast this thing goes at low speed. But enjoy this. Look at this. Look at this turn. Seriously, dude, amazing turn on the spot. Incredible. I can't believe how well this thing turned, and everything is over the boat. Like the cables, everything is all over the boat. It's not even like fixed in a position. We want to go slow to see. I mean, look at this. Look at what I'm doing here. Like, we're not going fast at all. I'm not doing a lot of effort. You literally can maintain this speed for like this pace for like ever, and that we're going 2.5 miles an hour, like literally zero effort. Now all the wind is going that way, so I guess maybe that's playing a role, but we're gonna turn around and do the same again. 2.5, 2.6, barely even moving. Let me give it a little bit of speed, see what happens. 3.3 miles an hour, 3.7, 3.5. iPhone sucks, but I know it's like 3.5, right? So this is something that requires more work on your part, but you could probably maintain it for a little while. Now let me turn around, let me go low speed and then medium, moderate speed, and then when we turn this way we're gonna go blasting fast. I want to see how fast this thing goes. And this is not a fishing kayak, but you see I have a rod holder here with a rod, so it is a fishing kayak now. All right, so we're going slow. I think it's about the same, 2.7, 2.5. Let's give it a little bit of juice. Let's go to that space that I was saying earlier, that you could go really fast. I mean, that you could maintain for a long term, but you're not going super fast. 3.3. It's about saying 3.3. Now we're gonna turn here and we're gonna blast it out. We're gonna go super fast. iPhone doesn't even report. Okay, iPhone is reporting now. All right, guys, so we got a moderate speed going on right here. We can see that we hit 4 miles an hour, 3.84. So that's up. I mean, I cannot sustain this for long, so let's go fast. Wow, 4.4, 4.7, 4.8. Look, I think we could hit 5. So the max I saw was 4.8, but I think we could hit 5 miles an hour with this boat, which is like the limit. It's like the limit. We're gonna do a quick paddling test. I want to see how fast we go. We're going 1.3 miles an hour. It's sort of turning, so let's see if I could lift. This thing paddles very well. I'm not gonna lift the drive out because there's no reason to do, because all the water is gonna come in. So right now just going like this, and I think I'm fighting the rudder. No, I'm not. We're going at 2.3 miles an hour, easy pace. Awkward movement because of my camera right here. Let's just hit it up fast. 3.4, 3.7. I think it's safe to say we hit 4 miles an hour. All right, guys, we're gonna get really shallow. I want to see how we do with the shallow, really shallow test. We're hitting there rocks. It's very shallow, probably 6 inches. This is what I mean. Yeah, you could go shallow, but you're going so slow that what's the point? Just take the paddle out. Okay, let me do some quick turns for B-roll, and Andres gonna get on it. Get too shallow. Oh, you're stuck on the grass. Keep going, keep going. What do you think? Okay, don't do it again. Just let it go. There you go. You wanna go for another one or you done?
Yes, I want to go again.
Okay. Alright. Ready?
I want to go all the way over there.
Let's get deeper, get deeper. deeper. More. Now go. Dude, you're an expert professional kayak tester. Where do you get that from?
I guess from sleeping.
Oh no! Oh no! No! Where's my drive? What now? Damn it! I forgot the drive. You're gonna have to paddle. What? I have a Bisbee? What? No way. No way. Wait. We could actually motorize this boat like in 2 seconds. Oh my god. Oh, it's back here. Oh my god. Look, gotta find a placement for this battery, but dude, this is the Bisbee. Amazing stuff. This thing is pretty much weightless. Like, all this setup is like 11 pounds, probably less. And guess what? You could buy one through my affiliate link below and you help the channel. And right now they got a sale going on. I don't know how long it's gonna last. You might see this video a year later, but at the time they had a sale. But dude, we're gonna get to use the Bisbee. I put the battery in the front. Now we're gonna go ahead and plug in the Bisbee right here. I took my old adapter, I removed the cable, that's why you see that hole there, and I removed this piece here that was holding the Bisbee, and now with the J2 it's easy to connect. And the amazing thing, what I really love about this setup right here, is that it's grab and go. Now this adapter from Bisbee is used for the hobby drives, but it also works on the Pelicans and other kayaks that use the hobby style mirage drive. Some of them may not quite fit, so you have to, I mean, Google it, like search for a video about, like, I'll probably have a video about it with a Bisbee and your boat. So just Google your boat, say a Lightning kayak and Bisbee, and you'll see it. Now you see this here, I should have put the smaller cone. Oh, okay. See, Bisbee has a smaller cone that will basically go through it, but we forgot to change it because we didn't think ahead. But anyways, I was able to put it through. Bisbee is down there, plug it in. Okay, look, it's there, it's not gonna go anywhere. And now Bisbee's gonna save me from paddling. Although it's sort of nice to paddle right here, you know, but like, why would you get a Bisbee on a boat like this? Well, sometimes your legs just get tired. Like, I have my son here on this boat and he was going really fast, and then he told me that he got tired. So if you take a little kid with you, maybe you want to take a Bisbee just as a backup, or just the main propulsion system. Now let's go ahead and put the kill switch and give it some speed. Basically, I want to see how fast it goes, low speed, middle speed, and high super fast speeds. The awesome thing about this setup, other than that it's just grab and go, is that you use the assisting rudder control on the boat, which is right here. See, you don't have to do anything, it's plug and play. Let's go ahead and give it some speed so you guys see how that works. This right here is speed 3. I like to start speed 3 because, see, Bisbee goes from like 0 to 12, although those speeds may be changing. So I like to start speed 3, which I think was the old speed 1. And here we can see that we're moving nicely. As you can see, it's a beautiful day right now. It is 4:35 on a Sunday afternoon here in Florida, November the 28th of November. So it's a beautiful day right now. We should get a golden hour pretty soon. So enough of that, let's go to speed 6. Actually, let me take the phone out. iPhone. So we can see that right now, you see, this phone is stupid. I mean, I think it said between 1.6 to 1.8. So now let's give it a little more speeds. Let's go to speed 6. 3, that was 4, 5, 6. All right, 6. Speed number 6, we're going at 2.1 miles an hour. That is sort of 2.4, it says right here. That is sort of like the half the speed. Let's go ahead and do a turn right here. Watch this. Oh, what? Dude, it's like a donut. It's like a donut. Let me see if I could record some videos of a donut, man. Look at that. What? At this speed number 6, you could probably maintain this for like 7 hours plus. and that's a lot of time, that's a lot of distance. We're going at 2.6, 2.5 miles an hour, and this was pretty much effortless, plug and play. And they set up the Bisbee, you could use it in pretty much any boat, any single boat that you may have. You may motorize it with the Bisbee. I say may because you never know, maybe you have something that whatever. 2.6 miles an hour. I want to crank it up really fast, and I want to see how fast we go at the maximum speed. But we also have reverse here, and I also want to see if we crank it up to the maximum speed, how fast we turn. Let's go. First, let's just crank it up and then do a turn, because I want to see that. Whoa, whoa! You can feel the power. I mean, I don't know how fast we're going. It feels like we're going 7 miles an hour, but I know we're not. But look at this. Seriously, I want to see how well it turns right here. Dude, like seriously? Like it's a donut. I'm turning on the spot right now. Maximum Bisbee speeds. No way. Wow. Look at this. Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. Oh my God. This is actually enjoyable right now. It's sort of like my therapy. You know what? Now is the perfect time to go in reverse, because we are about to hit the grass again. I don't want to take the drive out again. So let's go ahead and do that. You hear that? It makes such a crazy, like so much power to go in reverse. Well, whatever. I think we're probably going like 1.5, 1.8 miles an hour. Let's stop it right here and let's go forward. I can't get over how nicely this thing turns. We got maximum speed right now. I want to see how fast we go at maximum speeds. Let me take my avionics out. Hopefully it marks. Oh my God. 3.7 miles an hour. 3.8. I saw 4.1, but this one is crazy. It's probably gonna be around 4. I will call it right now. This is 4 miles an hour. It feels like 4 miles an hour for real. So that is a success, because this boat is very light, and to be able to just plug in the Bisbee and it worked. Awesome stuff. Look at this, by like 4 miles an hour, dude. That is incredible. And let's see if I could turn here on this tie window right here. Dude, wow, that is huge. This is a success. Like, I feel great taking my drive with me, taking the Bisbee and plugging the Bisbee if I don't want to use the drive or run tire or whatever, and then switch it up if I wanted to. Like, I could take the drive as a backup instead of the Bisbee being the backup. The drive will be the backup if I go and fish and stuff like that, because I mean, I like to fish. Like, I could literally see myself with a fishing rod right here and casting and just controlling the rudder right here on my left. It's pretty cool stuff. Now, I do want to test something out. I want to see if we put the Bisbee at half the speed and paddle a little bit to see how that feels, just for fun. So let's go ahead and do that. And you might ask, Aliex, if you buy a motor, why you still paddle? Well, maybe you want to work out. Maybe you want to stay in your range. Maybe you're bored, whatever. Maybe you want to paddle. Who cares? No, it doesn't matter. Like, seriously, when conditions are bad and you're paddling, it feels so horrible. But when conditions are good and you're paddling, it feels amazing. It's like you're just like walking, you know, you're not running, you're actually walking. So it's sort of, so the Bisbee sort of like does that. Like, it feels like you're like going at running speed, but you're actually walking. So that's huge. I don't know if that makes sense, but hey, try it and let me know if I'm making sense. Okay, so we're going straight right here. I got the rudder going straight. Let's give it a little bit of juice. See what I mean? Like, look at how I'm just putting the blade on the water and I'm going at 3.2 miles an hour. Like, seriously, amazing stuff. Now, let's say I want to crank it up with a paddle a little bit. 3.7. You know what? Let's just go hard. Okay, that's maximum speed. Let me center it. We're going at 3.5. We established it was almost 4 miles an hour. 3.9, 4.3, 4.4, 4.9. Probably 5 miles an hour. Now what happens if you need to do a quick turn so you don't hit the grass? And you have a paddle. Oh, no way. That was crazy, amazing, and that was huge. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit like. This like doesn't work anymore. And check the links below. Buy a Bisbee through my link, the Motorized, whatever you have, even an inflatable $90 kayak from Amazon. Yes, I did that. Let's go ahead and remove the Mirage Bisbee Pelican HD2 in here. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Man, doing videos with this type of weather is not good at all. This is not how it goes. It goes like this. Like, it's so difficult to do videos like this. Crazy stuff. All right, guys, let's see what's up. Hopefully my lure doesn't get cut up. And you know what? I'm just gonna go in reverse here. We got the Bisbee in the rear going reverse now. We're gonna be doing a test today with the Bisbee in the rear using the transom mount and also using Pelican's transom adapter. There's something there. Maybe no, it's just a piece of whatever. So what I did was I removed the transom adapter from my Power 100 prototype kayak and I put it right here in the back, and then I installed the Bisbee in the rear, and I want to see how it feels with just the Bisbee in the rear, and also at the same time in that same test we're gonna be testing both the drive and the Bisbee to see how fast we go, because it will be interesting. Let's go do this. So what I want to do is I want to start first with just the Bisbee. I'm gonna give you the speeds, how fast we go, slow, medium and high speed, and then I'm gonna turn around and use the drive to see how fast we go. A low speed, medium speed with the drive and the Bisbee, and then high speed to see. Because I mean, the idea that I have with this test, the idea of having a drive and the Bisbee at the same time, is that you could go at super slow speeds and still cover more ground, and the battery is gonna last you longer. So I got here my trusted, not trusted, speed test. Oh wow, we're going reverse at 1.5 miles an hour. Right now we're going speed 3, we're going 1.7 miles an hour. Let's bump it up to half, which is speed number 6 on this motor that I have. This right here, we're just using one Bisbee in the rear, and we're going at speed number 6. And what I'm doing right here is I'm giving the motor and the boat time to kind of get on, for lack of a better word, plane. And right now we're going at 2.6 miles an hour. We got the Bisbee right there in the rear, see it? 2.6 miles an hour. Now let's hit it up, go as fast as we can at speed 10, and then we're gonna turn around and go the other way. We're gonna be facing open conditions right now. 3.7 miles an hour. We just have one Bisbee now, guys. Before with two Bisbee, we were, I think the maximum was 4.2, but briefly, most like a 4 miles an hour. So 3.5 miles an hour right here. Okay, 3.5 to 3.7. Let's go ahead and turn here. Look at this. This is not the best conditions to be doing this video, but at least it's gonna show you what Bisbee does in like horrible conditions like this. Like literally, I wouldn't even go fishing like this if I had a normal kayak. It has to be motorized. It's just too windy. It's like 15-20 miles an hour wind, and it's not worth it unless you have like an autopilot or something that is motorized. Yeah guys, in the middle of me making these videos, the wind, the current, everything changed, so the speeds that we're getting are relative, so it's really difficult to compare. That's why I love to go to my little closed lake, because I know what I'm gonna get. So let me get out of here, and what I want to do now is I want to test the drive and the Bisbee at the same time. We're gonna go in middle and high speed. All right guys, you know the drill. I'm gonna stop it and we're gonna go speed number 6 to see what's up. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of exercise right here. Oh my god, just a little bit. We are 3.6. Wow, 3.6, 3.8. How about if I just go not like super fast, but like a little fast? 4 miles an hour, 4.1 miles an hour. Wow, that's nice. Now I don't want to go and just kill myself going really fast with the drive. I want to see how we do with the drive and the drive, with the drive and the motor drive, to see how fast we go with both. Oh my god, I'm tired already, dude. This thing just tires me. I don't know why. It just, maybe because I tried to like hit it too fast, and you should not do that. You should go like this, pace yourself, but I don't do that. Alright guys, we got the maximum speed going on. Nasty conditions to be making this video here, man. Nasty conditions. The motor is going on maximum speed, and we're going just doing this 4 miles an hour. Mind you, the two motors were at 4.2 or 4, mostly 4 miles an hour. So let's say if I hit it up, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5. Ooh, 4.5. Bro, nasty stuff. Seriously, whose idea was it to come here and make this video today? It's crazy nasty stuff, man. Welcome to another amazing comparison video between two really cool kayaks. Well, I would say the one to my right, it's not really a kayak, it's more like a paddleboard meets a kayak. The one on the left is a kayak. These two kayaks are pedal drive kayaks. They're powered by Pelican's own version of the HYDRYVE style kayak pedal drive system, which is right here. Now, a lot of you guys may find this rigid, but you could adjust the bolts and all that stuff. Now, this is based on like what, 25 years old technology, so it's not gonna be the best thing out there, but it does the job. Now, I wanna give you a comparison between these two very different watercraft, very different boats, and I think they're designed for very different people, although you could be the same person being, you know, having multiple uses. Let me get behind the camera and show you guys these two boats and how they compare to each other. Let's go. Quick note here, you could buy this boat of my affiliate link down below in the description, and that way you help the channel and you help us make more videos, guys. So now let's get to this. Should I have it like this, kind of shaky, or should I put this camera on that fancy thing right here and offer less shakiness? You know what, I love you guys, so I'm gonna reduce the shakiness. Let's go. So before we start this amazing comparison between these two amazing little boats, we gotta talk about the obvious, the elephant in the room. It's almost dark here and it's not even 4 o'clock. This is ridiculous. Can we get the old time back? Seriously, this is just beyond ridiculous. Now let's talk about these two amazing boats that we got right here. Look at them. What? We are talking about the Pelican HYDRYVE 110 fishing kayak from the Catch series, and of course the new recreational, I wasn't gonna say vehicle, but boat, vessel, watercraft, also known as kayak. Right here, look at this thing. Oh my god. Now this thing just looks amazing and it's almost weightless, but we keep forgetting about how special this boat right here, the Catch 110 HYDRYVE is. This thing is so light, it's so useful, it's not heavy at all, like I just said, and it works. You can stand up on this depending, you know, how big you are, how athletic you are. It's not that expensive. What is it, $1,400 and $1,450, and it has a comfy seat. And we always go for the new flashy thing right here. We always want to get the latest, even if it's not the best, doesn't matter, it's the latest, so we want it. So I got a little carried away with this boat right here. They're made with the same technology. They're thermoforms. You get the 2 plastic sheets, which allows you to put phones in areas where you need it. Now this is a recreational boat, so it's not gonna have all the fanciness that you're gonna find right here on this boat here on the Catch series, because this is their premium boat. Sorry guys, the stabilizer is not working because I don't know how to use it, and it's just a mess. So I either learn how to use that thing or just throw it away, or sell it. Not throw it away, sell it. Anyways, let me continue my walkthrough, my versus between these two boats. So let's go. All right, so what I was saying earlier, if you were paying attention, is that this boat right here, the 110, is their premium boat. Look at that, it says Pelican Premium right there. You don't get that fancy title over there, so this thing is gonna have more things that you won't find over there, including, probably, I'm thinking, less foams inside. So It's not gonna be as rigid as this one will be. So look at this. Look how tough this one is, right? Because it's their premium one. So that's pretty epic stuff. The other thing is that the main thing that you get when you look at these two boats is the design. You got a flat area right here, completely flat. You could do whatever you want with it, including adding mounts. You could put a mount over here if you want, rod holder, camera mount, whatever you need it, flag, anything. But over here you got that kayak style hole. You see that? The deep. You could put a cooler here, maybe a second seat if you put like a tiny, well, a dog wouldn't need a seat, would it? Yeah, so this is more of a kayak. That's the main difference between these two things. Over here, this one is loaded with stuff. Look at that. You got gear tracks, you got fancy rod holders. Rod holders? Yeah, you do have rod holders. You got 3 rod holders right here. Then you got a handle right here. You got the fancy seat with the foam padding and all the pockets and all that stuff. You don't have here on this version. But I think and I hope that Pelican eventually will do a fishing model that is gonna have all the stuff that this boat right here is missing, that this boat has. So look at this. Now let's talk about handles, right? Let's talk about rod holders. One of the awesome things that I wish the Catch series would have is this handle right here. Look at this. You could modify it. You could put rod holders, camera mounts. The steering handle is right there. Right here is built in. So this is a negative. It's a disadvantage with the Catch because it's fixed. It's there. So if you're a lefty, let's say you're stuck with that. But in here, if you're a lefty, you can move the steering handle to the other side and you steer with your left or your right hand, whatever. So you got that. Another fancy thing that you have over here is that you have access to inside the hole. See that access hatch here? You could do stuff, you could add mounts, you could add motors, whatever. Over here it's flat. And maybe, I don't think you could put on, not that I think you need it, but you won't be able to put an access hatch over here. Now the rudder system is sort of the same thing. It's the same blade. These two have the same blade. You can look at it, the same design. But this one, you could drop it, deploy it from over here. You don't have to, you know, like the other day, I tried to bring that rudder up and I couldn't. I'm gonna have to like get off my seat and bring it up. And why did I want to do that? Because I was paddling the boat, and when you're paddling, this thing is moving, right? So it's hard to go straight. With this, you could just raise it up easily. Now the dry well is the same thing. Look at that, same dry well. The seat, definitely that seat over there is better because you have that cushion over there. But this one is not bad at all. It's very nice. I was on the water the other day for hours and I didn't feel any discomfort. So that's huge. One of the things that this don't have that I wish it had is, you see those clips over here? This holds the seat in place. This thing is not moving. Over here, you got a little plate. See that? Which, I mean, could annoy you or not. Now, one of the things that Pelican needs to get rid of yesterday is rivets. I know some people love rivets. I just hate rivets. I don't like rivets. Rudder, the main disadvantage is that you cannot deploy it. You have to deploy it before you get on the water. But other than that, having the rudder outside is a huge advantage because if something breaks, you could easily fix it. You don't have to like dig inside here. You don't have to like open stuff over here to get access to the rudder. So paddle holders. The Pelican one comes with a paddle holder clip that you will put on the other side, but then you won't be able to put the mounts, right? So that's why I don't have it here. In here, you got a paddle holder right here on the side, which doesn't have a strong bungee, but this you could replace. Although, look at that, rivets again. Rivets again. Oh my God, I hate rivets. The tank well, look at that. It's sort of like flat. You could put a cooler there. You have that open space over here. It's sort of like it's tank well, right? You could put a nice little cooler. You could put something in there, maybe a dog, whatever. So I don't see any advantage in either, really. You do have rod handles. You do have handles right here. And over here, you don't have it up on top. But see here, it's molded in. You could carry this boat with 2 hands. But they're so light. Oh my God, let me look at the stacks quickly because I forget how light they are. See, the Pelican HD 110 is 67 pounds without the drive, without the seat, and another 12 pounds. So you're looking at what? 12 plus 67? How much is that? 79 pounds in total, 79, 80 pounds for this whole package. This one over here is 57 pounds. And then you add the seat and the drive. That's another 12 pounds that you add into this boat. How much is that? 57 plus 12 is 9, and plus 10 is 57. 57 plus 12 is 69. So 69 versus 79, we're talking about a 10 pounds difference. But this thing is so flat that you do feel, it feels lighter. It feels easier to transport, this boat right here. But in general, they're about the same weight, really. Like, if you think about it, not a major difference. So which one will you get? I mean, if you really want to save those 10 pounds, goes for this. But then you're going to be missing out on a lot of fishing setup. Now, if you're a lefty and you hate rotors on the ride, this will work better for you 100%. And don't be alarmed by the fact that this is a recreational kayak, because look at this. I turned into a fishing kayak by just putting rod holders. And eventually I'm gonna add mounts, maybe gear tracks, and then it's really a fishing boat. So yeah, like, don't be alarmed by that. Another thing that you have to consider is that this boat right here is only $1,000 versus $1,450. And you do get that extra $450 in value, especially if you want to be drier on the water and you want to have everything ready to go, rod holders and gear tracks and everything. This boat will definitely be better. But I wish version 2023 of the Pelican Catch series that they will take some of this and add it to this boat. Like those handles, why not put long handles here? Why not put some sort of option where you could put the rudder system on the right or the left? That would be huge. We went over all the little features that this boat has to offer. Now let's talk about what you get out of it. Like, which one is more stable? Definitely the Catch style one, Catch 110 HYDRYVE, is more stable because you have higher walls. Water is gonna take more for that water to come in. It's more stable. I stood up on this boat. I haven't tested how super stable it is. Like, I haven't done my flipping test, but I felt a little wobbly. Like I don't know. Like the water was right there, dude. Like, I was standing up, and this is the kayak, and the water is like right there. A little more, and it flipped me over. So maybe not. Maybe we'll not do that. We're gonna have to test that out. But definitely, having my extensive experience flipping kayaks, having fun flipping kayaks, this will be a more stable craft for you. Now, if you have a little kid, maybe they don't want all this. Maybe they want something super easy to use, something that is not that expensive, something that just works. Maybe this is better, right? So you gotta look at yourself to see what is it that you want, what is it that you need. Maybe you already have a fishing kayak like this one, and you want to add a second one to take your kid with you. Like, that's a no-brainer. Why would you add another one of these when you have the options of adding one of these, right? So this is $1,000, guys. $1,000 with a drive. That is incredible. And you could read the comments of every single Pelican kayak video. You're gonna find people complaining about this drive, saying that it breaks, all this stuff. But I bet you could go to a Hobie kayak video and find the same comments, right? You could go to an Old Town video and find the same comments. Hey, oh, this broke, that broke, rudder broke, cable snap, oh, I got stranded, whatever. Like, things happen, things break. To me, the important thing is that company gonna stand behind their warranty? Are they gonna honor the warranty? And Pelican is including extra rods for the drives. That's huge. These drives, you could easily fix them yourself too. So it's not, I mean, seriously, yeah, you buy something new, want it to last, but things break. Like iPhones, new iPhones. Apple is what, a $2 trillion company, and they make iPhones every single year without fail. Those iPhones break, and my iPhone is a piece of shit because it doesn't work the way that it should work. It's not even smart. Oh, let's not get into it. But the point is, things break. That's why you have warranty. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. And remember, you're paying $1,000 or $1,400. It's not like $3,000 for this boat, you know.